So today, this video is pretty much fucking simple. We're just gonna be showing you how to walk in these Geta sandals. These shoes are called pretty much Geta sandals. I do get these from an online store called Getamashi. They're pretty cool to me. I don't know where else I could get any type of Japanese shoes like this. That's like the only place I've ever actually researched, but they seem to be pretty good. I've had them for about a year, but I'm gonna show you how they look because I kind of abuse these a bit in a way. But I think these shoes are pretty cool. But there's a couple things I would explain about them before I would suggest you possibly getting them. But for sure, they're a pretty good store. They have other sandals for females, men, and they do have these unisex sandals called Zori sandals, and they look pretty comfortable. And you don't have to walk in a specific way, but I'm gonna show you how to walk in these sandals though. So when it comes to these shoes, you're pretty much pinching the sandals with like your these two whatever these two toes are called. You're pretty much just pinching and pulling them up. You're not really just having them like pushed in all the way and walking like that. You could in a way, but you're mainly like pinching and then picking them up at the same time as you walk. Now, if you're somebody who isn't used to wearing shoes that are not used to like that don't have any type of support, it's going to take you some time for you to get used to wearing anything like this, because regular sneaker shoes are comfortable, but they don't help with your feet structure. They're pretty much just they're there for looks. They aren't meant for the actual foot structure. So it's going to take you some time to adjust to wearing anything like this, because this has no type of support at all. It's just a flat piece of wood, and you're going to have to be standing on that. So it will be uncomfortable for you at first, and you won't be able to walk long periods of time because you're probably too used to wearing sneakers. But it's okay. Again, all you got to do is just pretty much pinch when you're like picking the shoes up and you're just walking something like that. And I'll show you some examples, but they're pretty simple to walk in. At some point, you'd be able to even dance in these hose. Pretty much, you'll be able to wear them like regular sandals. And one reason why I do like them is whenever it's raining or whenever the grass is wet and muddy, like how it is right now, I'm still able to do my videos and shit because they pretty much raise above the ground, so I'm not necessarily touching anything that's on the bottom. So I do like these. And they in Japanese, they did have one versions of these that were more longer for like people who are working in like for farmers and shit like that. Though, yeah, these are pretty cool. They do make you look a lot more taller than you are, so that's one reason why I don't really like them, because I don't want to give the impression that I'm taller than how I actually am. But beyond all that, yeah, these are pretty simple to walk in. All you gotta do is just do something like this. I'm pretty much pinching so like they aren't just loose like that. They're just like, because if you don't do that, if you don't pinch the toes, then they're just gonna fly off. So you're pretty much pinching the toes whenever you're walking, either side, spinning around, anything like this. Yeah, so the whole time I'm pretty much just pinching my shoes. I pinch whenever I step up, and I just let it go whenever I set my foot down, so I'm not just having my like feet like pretty much tensed all the time. You want to relax your feet whenever you are walking, so your feet aren't just tensed up the whole time. So you pinch whenever you step up, then you relax when you step down. Pinch, relax. You pinch, relax. Otherwise, if you don't pinch, then you're not gonna have any control over the Geta sandals. So you pretty much pinch and you walk. If you don't, it's gonna be all random like that. You pretty much pinch as you walk. It's pretty simple. And you can kind of run in these, but it's not really that good of something to run in. So it's like And to prevent yourself from always hitting the front part of your shoe, you pretty much step on these parts instead of how you normally kind of like how you would normally walk. You kind of heel strike and then you go off. So you're pretty much doing the exact same thing. So you're not like doing best to prevent hitting, like, because if you do, you're gonna constantly scrape the outside. Maybe that's normal, but you know, if you don't want to mess up the like front right here, then yeah, just mainly step on the end, because I do use these a lot, so you can tell how beat up they are. I had these for about a year, so I'm pretty much used to wearing them. Like I don't have to think much whenever I'm wearing them, really, because I've already been wearing them for some time. Back and forth, back and forth. Now let me show you a different example. Pretty much something like this. If you feel like you're walking weird in these, just look in a mirror if you can when you're walking in them. At some point you should get used to it within like a week, but used to walking, but your foot is going to take some time to adjust to stepping on something that gives your foot no type of support at all. But yeah, these are pretty simple to walk in. I really like them. I hope you do too. I'll show you. I'll put a link in the comments of where I got these online. But yeah, these are pretty simple. Now, one thing about the sandals is, of course, it's going to take you time to adjust to wearing them, and they are going to get abused or like used, and they're going to tear up over time. So it just depends on how you use them and what you use them on. So if you're just using them to take out the trash or anything simple like that, then you shouldn't expect them to get messed up how I have them, because I usually walk almost, sometimes I'll go to the store wearing these, which is somewhat of a problem because my feet still isn't used to just wearing these. So my feet kind of get tired and I kind of move slowly whenever I am walking through the grocery store, because it's going to take your foot some time for you to get used to just wearing something like this. So even for me, even though it's been a year, I haven't been wearing them consistently like that, though it's going to take time for my feet to build up to wearing these Geta sandals. One pro is like, yeah, like how I am right now. Let me show you. Like whenever you're stepping on mud or anything, like how it's muddy outside, at some point it's going to reach your foot, of course. Like these aren't like high Geta sandals, though. Like you're able to step in mud in them and pretty much step through all of this stuff, and it's not really a problem for you because you have that little bit of height. So I do like that a lot. It's pretty cool. But if you're stepping on unbalanced surfaces, it's going to hurt a little bit because you're gonna like move your foot, and it's gonna like, so watch where you are stepping, otherwise you're gonna like, it's gonna hurt and you might trip a bit. So watch out. So I guess at that point, if you wanted to have different pairs of them so you don't wear out one of the other ones quickly, then you could get multiple sandals of that. They also have different traditional other Japanese sandals as well, ones that kind of look more like heels. I don't really care for how those ones look, but those ones don't give you that extra height, so you don't give that so you're not just, so it pretty much doesn't mess with your height. They're just, I could probably show you a picture of them, but those ones aren't really bad. They look good too, though I just don't want to wear those ones specifically. But what else? I think these were like about $85 plus shipping or taxes. Shipping tax, I forgot. I don't know. I buy stuff without actually looking into that stuff, so that might be a problem for somebody who's actually on a budget, though. Yeah, you'll be able to see all the prices on their website whenever I put it in the comments down below. Though, yeah, if you have any more questions about these sandals, then just literally ask me. I answer pretty quickly unless I'm working, but anyways, I answer pretty quickly. But beyond all that, I'm pretty sure that's all there is about these. I'm not gonna go over the history of Geta sandals or all that extra shit. We just did something simple of how to walk into them hoes. But yeah, if I did miss anything, then just comment that down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.